In my role, I work with loans that aren't working out the way we thought when we started them. And I'm the one who shows up on the farm to help figure out what options we have to help return you to profitability and set you up for success. I am a big proponent of wargaming, of thinking about the future and how it might be different. We know that there will be a drought. We don't know when, we don't know how bad, but if you are going to be a farmer for 30 years, you are going to have a drought. You are probably going to have a flood at some of your acreage as well. But the wargaming philosophy that I talk about is really thinking about those. You can go back and talk to someone who's been farming for 40 years and say, well, what were the worst 5 years you had? And ask yourself, what would I do if that happened to me? How would I respond? What do I need to do today to set myself up to be able to survive through that? One crop failure, we don't want that to end the farming for you. We don't want that to end your enterprise. We want you to be positioned to be able to get through that. It's not going to be fun. It's not what anyone wants. But if we can get through to next year, you have an opportunity to recover. So what is the plan if I have a complete crop failure? It's not likely, but what am I going to do? Who gets paid? Who doesn't? How do I put food on my table if that's happening? How do I cover my other bills? Thinking through those things is going to help you be adaptable and flexible if it does happen. Interest rate changes over the past 5 years, we've seen interest rates increase significantly. I'm not an interest rate expert, but I would say probably the fastest and the shortest amount of time that we've seen in modern history, recent history, certainly within my career. Unexpected. We didn't really think it was an option. We didn't really think it would happen. But now we know that that's a possibility. They might go down, they might go up. How am I going to afford my payments if my rates reset? If I can take advantage of lower interest rates, what am I going to do with that extra cash flow to make sure it's being used wisely and invested good? Another thing that a lot of people don't think about, again, farming, you might be doing it on your own. You might have a team of 100 people around you. What do I do if I can't show up? If I can't go out and feed the steers, who's going to do that on short notice or pre-planned? What if Tom quits? Right? What do we do if Tom quits? He's in charge of everything out in the barn. Who's going to pick that up? How long can I manage that for the operation? Even something as simple as milkers not showing up on a dairy facility. Thinking through those types of things, having a backup plan, I keep using the same words, but I feel strongly about it, I think is key when you talk about wargaming. I don't think it has to be extravagant. It doesn't need to be formal. You can ask yourself these questions as you're driving down the highway or you're sitting in the cab of a tractor. If you want to go ahead and document it and journal it and formalize it, you certainly can, and you could bring in more people. I think the complexity and formalization of the level of wargame will probably match that of the farming operation. If you are the smaller operator or just getting started, it might be a solitary exercise where you sit and think through it on yourself and maybe bring in a few advisors to say, hey, have you ever thought about this? And do it together. If you have 100, 150 employees on the operation, having more people involved, having it more formalized, I think would be a good idea. And customize it, make it your own. Life never works out the way you planned. I believe there's a difference between known unknowns and unknown unknowns. And I do believe that by having some forward thinking and spending some time, you can really mitigate a lot of those known unknowns. And by doing that, you'll also become better at preparing for the who saw that coming situation when it does happen, because you've trained your mind, you've trained your business partners, you've trained your operation as a whole to be agile and think on their feet.